giving you story after story. Everything is true. Some things are kinda scary, so what you gon' do? Cause that's another tale from the Sipp. That's another tale from the Sipp. Sometimes we spit scripture, line upon line, not discussing wickedness, but what is divine. And that's another tale from the Sipp.
Got another good one for you today. And this one is talking about demonic activities. Demonic activities. Now, this just happened recently also. This was a couple days ago. Okay. Now, at this time, you know, a lot of times I'll fall asleep in my living room on my couch. You know what I'm saying? Because I be in here late at night. I might be working on some, you know, because at night, that's when my creative juices get to flowing. So I get out work, go in there and take me a shiz hour, come up in here, might play with the children for a little while, put them to bed, boom. Come up in here, might work on some something. Work on a little something, might be a song or something else I just think of doing at the time. Because I'm alone, I'm chilling, boom. Might just watch something on YouTube or whatever. Or TV or whatever. Might even play the video game. I don't know. This night, this was a few days ago. I was sitting up in here and I was watching, you know, some stuff on YouTube. You know, I'm always researching stuff and looking at certain things. And all of a sudden, so I felt a presence in the room. You know, because at this time, I was sleeping in the living room because my wife's situation was going on. You know, I don't sleep in the bed with her at that time. You know what situation I'm talking about. Happens to women every month. So I'm sitting up in here. I wake up. For some reason, I'm feeling the presence of something around me. You ever get that feeling to where you sitting around and you know ain't nobody else in the room, but it feel like somebody watching you? And then the fact of the matter is, it didn't feel like one person was in here. It felt like a bunch of people was in here. I don't know how to explain that. It might sound crazy to you, but it felt like more than one person was in this room with me. And I know it wasn't the presence of the Most High because it's totally different. It's a totally different feeling that you get. But I'm going to tell you about that. At the end of this, I felt the presence of the Most High. Okay, but let me continue. So I'm sitting up here, just got through watching my little whatever I was watching on TV, you know, the YouTube, you know what I'm saying, looking at some stuff, looking at some historical things, because that's all I do. You know, if I'm not reading about it, I'm looking at certain videos of people talking about certain topics. So I'm sitting up here, I fall asleep after a while. And then little stuff that was on the table or whatever just started, like I got little children, they got little toys and stuff. Might have little stuff on the table or sitting on the couch or whatever. You know how children do. So something fall on the floor. I'm like, what was that? Then it sounded like I heard something fall in the kitchen. I'm like, wait a second, man. what's going on in here? Then I heard something else fall. So after that, I started getting paranoid. I started getting angry for some reason. It's anger started building up in me because I said, I know ain't nothing wicked up in my house. Can't explain that. But if I, for some reason, if I feel the presence of evil, it makes me start getting angry. Now, so I'm just laying there. I get up, I'm looking around. No, I don't see nothing. Got the lights off. Ain't nothing but my TV still going. So after a while, I'm like, hey man, start getting angry. I started looking around, but then I went back to sleep. Went back to sleep, laid back down, went back to sleep. So when I went back to sleep, I woke up. It was kind of late at night. And I want to let you know, a lot of times stuff happen between like 3 o'clock in the morning. Strange things happen. Sometimes the Most High will wake you up because He need to show you something. But at the time, I know this wasn't the Most High because stuff kept falling and I kept hearing sounds and stuff like that. You know, like maybe some paper rattling or something, or like something hit something or whatever like that. So when I woke up this time, when I heard that last thing, this anger came on me, and I said, I just bust out in the name of Yahshua. Get up out of my house. No, never come back here. Go to hell. That's what you do. Get out of here. And then I just felt this quiet come over me. I felt this how can I explain? It was like this feeling came over me like I won something. I can't explain. It's some things, but I know at that time I felt the presence of the Most High in this room. I really did. That's what I felt. I felt like I had the victory over what was taking place at the time. And I'm gonna tell you this. But let me continue. So right after that, and I felt that, and then this calm came over me. So then I'm like, okay, ain't nothing in here now. So I laid down and went back to sleep. Didn't hear nothing else. And nothing else. Didn't feel nothing in here. No kind of weird feelings. Because if you notice something, when any demonic activity going on around you, you start to experience a little fear. You ever notice that? And anybody that ever experienced that, you start to feel a little fear. Because of the presence of the Most High, you don't experience fear. You feel calm. You feel you feel happiness. You feel content. Let me put it that way. So the perfect love cast out all fear. But anyway, so that was gone. I laid down, went back to sleep. Now, I said that to say this. Do you know a lot of times when we have situations like that, somebody brought that in your household. Either it was a visitor, or it was you, or somebody that lived in the house with you, brought the presence of that demonic activity into your home. You don't believe me? Let me show you this how it happened. If you watch a lot of scary movies and stuff like that, those TVs are just like portals to your eyes. So you can be watching something that's wicked, or it can be you watching a lot of shooting, killing, and all this and that. It's all demonic. And then it seems like those wicked spirits come out of that TV and start dealing with you. You can listen to music like all this murder music they got today. Kill, 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 murder, murder, murder. Talking about being prostitution, whoring around, doing all this and that, blah, 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 blah. You ever notice, if you just pay attention, whatever kind of spirits that's attacking you, those the same spirits causing this person to do that stuff, to say those things, to act like that. That's what it is. And this just music that you're hearing. But those frequencies are satanic, man. That's why the scripture tell you to guard your what you see and what you hear. And you got to guard your mouth also, things that come out of your mouth. So a lot of things that happen, demonic activity that happens in one's household, it's because if you take a person that have a lot of visitors, over their house, you don't know all these spirits these people dealing with. And then if they in sin, if they live in wicked, that's a lot of different spirits coming in your household. What if you let a whorish woman come in your house? They might be your kinfolks, but they come in your house and they whores. That spirit start dealing with you. That spirit get in your household, you got to run it out. Sometimes you got to get that oil and run them out and anoint your household. Somebody come up in there, they love to argue or do all kind of stuff. So, and then that spirit come in your household, have you and your wife or husband, y'all arguing. But that's because that spirit done came in your house. You allowed it in there. Like I say, there's many ways for it to come in your household. It's not just somebody visiting your house or another person, it can be on them. But just like I say, those black screen TVs, those are just like portals, man. It's just like portals. Those radios that when you listening to the music, videos and stuff like, on your TV. Portals, man, demonic portals. That's how they try to attach themselves to you. So the moral of the story is you got to watch what you see, what you hear, and what's around you. Because if you don't, you allow certain demonic forces to come around you, and then you're going to start having problems.
Giving you story after story, everything is true. Some things are kind of scary, so what you gonna do? Cause that's another tale from the Sipp. That's another tale from the Sipp. Sometimes we spit scripture, line upon line, not discussing wickedness, but what is divine. And that's another tale from the Sipp. That's another tale from the Sipp.